We talked. Well, Mike. We talked to Mike about this. You mentioned it in our conversation. I think last week. A lot of the people who are going to be watching you on NBC will not have known everything. They'll hear about it maybe to a degree from the commentators, but they may not. The new audience may not have actually seen all the videos and things that you've done in the past. Is this a chance for you to introduce a different side of you, or do you welcome that, or is it something you don't?
It's you don't have to. You don't have to give. I don't have to give them a different side, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have people that like you and you got people that dislike you. But I do have to sharpen things up. I can't come off as as brash and as disrespectful. Because when I was younger, it was just like middle fingers to everybody, and this the way I'm gonna do it. F y'all against me, but I didn't have to come off like that way. Like right now, I have a chance to get them to understand me, and the way I act, and the way and the reason that I act this way. And if somebody understand it, then they're like, maybe he ain't a bad kid. He's not a bad kid. He's an intelligent kid. He's a smart kid, but he was put in these situations, and that's the reason he act this way. But this is the first time people gonna see me. They're gonna love me because I'm outspoken, and I really don't put a cap on too much. But it's gonna be fun. I'm glad that I do got the crowd that still hate me, because crossing over to NBC, first time they see me, they haven't seen the videos and all the wild things that I used to do. So their first time going to see is a boxer. So this is what I'm going to be.
You talked about raising your son a certain way and raising your kids a certain way. You're now transitioning into a place where you have money, you have, this lifestyle. Is there anybody, any of the guys in your life, your coach, Floyd, Al Heyman, people who have kind of shown you what to do with? Go ahead. With your money, how to invest, that kind of stuff. Are you picking people's brains and watching and stuff like that?
Oh man, I'm young, very, very, very young to be in this position. But at the end of the day, man, I've been taught by guys who had it, and one of the guys is my co-promoter Andrew Williams. Taught me a lot. Then my dad, I seen a lot. I see everything. Like, why you doing this? Why you doing that? You ain't got to tell me that. When I was young, you didn't have to tell me, oh, why was he putting money here and all that money made that. I understood it. I understood the business, because I look at it like this. The business is nothing but the streets. They just got suits on. That's just how I look at it. And in my situation, I'm the product. And without me, you got to go look. You got to go sell something else. So I just treat it just like the streets. I just
When if somebody says to you now, are you happy? Is your answer now different than, say, it would have been a year ago, 2 years ago? And are you happy?
It depends, though. It depends, because I'm always happy. I'm gonna make myself comfortable. I'm gonna make myself happy, no matter if I got as much as I had, as much as I got now, or as much as I had back then. You know, it was all new to me. So I'm grateful, of course, for everything, but I'm always happy. You know, I'm always thankful. God put me in this position, and I'm gonna just make the best of it. You know, like 3 years from now. You know, 3 years back then. You know, I was still in a good place. You know, I wasn't in a place as good as this, but it was better than what I had before. So you know, we was it's you just gotta know. You know, it takes time. It takes time. Just like when I was fighting on those undercards, even though I thought like that everybody was still coming to see me. And then I go out there and it's like 3 people out there. I would still perform like it was a full audience, because that's just the way I felt. Like, oh, you ain't here? Man, you missed out. You missed out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Right. That's just the way I looked at it. I didn't look at it like, damn, there's only 3 people out here. I ain't nothing. You know, in my mind, you know, sometimes you gotta you gotta put in your head, you know, you gotta think these crazy things. Hey, you do. You know, you gotta play mind games with yourself. Like, it's only 3 people out here because they late. They supposed to be here. They supposed to watch me fight.
I got you.
They supposed to be watching me fight. But I always knew, as long as I kept that in my mind, I would always perform the best way that I know I could. And one day, when it finally get here, it's not like, oh my God, like a deer in the headlights. It's like, oh, everybody finally made it on time.
Gotcha.
Did you envision everything that you now have? Like, I mean, obviously, I know you had goals, but did you know what it was going to be?
Man, this is funny because everything Charles and me and Andrew, we used to sit and talk about, and he thought I was just a mentally ill kid. Like, Drew, I'm telling you, they all coming for me. Everybody coming to see me. He was like, no, they're not, man. Look, you're not main event. Like, they are main event. Pacquiao and Oscar is main event. Like, you're not main event. I'm like, man, I'm telling you, man. They coming to see me. And, you know, and I always knew that one day I'll get my chance, and I was going to shine.